Oh, this is actually pretty big news. I don't know why I skipped this one, but they announced the next DLC for Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah.
Fuse Zamasu is coming into the game. So no longer just going to be a buddy of Goku Black. Was it Goku Black? The Super, where they, like, both of them show up and they shoot the fireball and it goes down and, like...
Oh, yeah, that does happen.
Yeah, that's Goku Black, right?
That is Goku
okay,
Black,
so
yeah.
it was Goku Black's friend,
Okay.
Fuse Zamasu then, okay.
Or however it works.
Yeah,
Or isn't Goku Black, like, Zamasu plus Goku or something?
I don't know. I have no idea.
So, I finished the whole DBFZ story mode.
Oh, did you? Oh,
I
okay.
enjoyed more than I thought I would.
Okay.
And now I feel like I'm super expert about Dragon Ball.
Now, wait, do you play
like
any
I'm
matches or do you just watch the story
Yeah, it's
mode?
mostly matches.
Oh, okay. So it's not like the Guilty Gear story mode.
No, well, I don't know how that is. I've never
Guilty Gear
played it.
story mode, just no playing.
Oh, you know, there's
just
a lot of
watch
games.
9 hours of like foot and stuff. So yeah, okay.
I'm right? Yes.
Nice. Okay, so new character gonna be playable in the game.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And
there
then,
we go.
I mean, this basically confirms the leaked list of characters, more or less, because it's just been right 100% so far. So after this, what is it? There's like...
Regular Goku and regular Vegeta or
But
something?
before that, there's like Vegito.
Yeah, there's a Vegito.
There's
yes.
a Vegito, it turns out.
Which I thought was a joke. Like,
Dude.
I thought people were like making fun of like
I always thought that.
bad, like they were purposely spelling the name wrong. Like,
I
as
thought
a
there was
joke.
some in-joke.
Yeah,
Definitely
but
thought
apparently there is a Vegito, yes.
Yeah. And then, yeah, there's like base Goku and base Vegeta at the end.
So that means in the end, I think someone counted there's going to be like 5 Gokus or something like that. Or...
Yeah, 5, no. More than that, because some of them were like percentage-based Gokus.
Oh, right.
Because Goku Black is like some percentage Goku.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, interesting. So TuberWare says Fuse Zamasu is not the same as the character that comes out with Goku Black for its Super. But then he says, I mean, it is, but it isn't.
Well, that's about as good as it gets.
That just denied everything
All right,
that was
buddy.
said. Okay, never mind.
Nice work over there.
All right. All right. Last thing, I like to talk about like community stuff here.
Yes,
but
what do you
Des did
got?
a new combo video where he just showed how he had been practicing one-handed combos for a very, very long time. So like he showed like his first attempt at doing run stop fierce with
Wow.
one-handed, and it was just like not going well. And then
Yeah.
it's like 10 weeks later, and then
Oh
he's
my
like,
God.
so he's definitely been putting some work in there. But then he just like does all these combos one-handed, and it's ridiculous. Like you just watch, and then sure enough, at the end of it, run stop fierce stuff, run stop fierce. And he's just like doing
Crazy.
it one-handed, dude. It's like
Almost as impressive as the one time I was playing Broly Legs online and he hit Run Stop Fierce on me.
right.
Almost.
Because you're like, he can't land it, so you're like, let's do a crazy uppercut.
That's true. And then I got punished big time. Mm-hmm. Pretty good. Pretty good over there.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well,
Base Goku, SS Goku, SSB Goku, Father Goku, Goku Son, Fused Goku Son, Soul Swap Goku, Fused Half Goku. Yeah, I think that sounds about accurate.
there's a lot of Goks. There's a lot of Goks walking
A lot
around.
of Gokus.
I don't
A
know.
lot of
Gokus.
Goku.
Anything else? What do we got?
That's all I got.
No, Tubaware, I've not introduced you to my cousin, Jeez. Also, she's getting married, so you're, busted.
I mean, that's cool. Congratulations to her.
Busted. Her fiance, I feel like I've talked about this.
Yeah, I think you have, yeah.
Her fiance is some actor who is in Hallmark TV movies.
Yeah. You talked about this before. Yeah.
And they're getting married in Italy on the shores of some mega fancy lake.
So crazy.
And apparently he's great friends with Tyler Perry, and it's like Tyler Perry's house or he's flying them out there, or it's like some kind of thing like that.
Jesus. It sounds like a Crazy Rich Asians plot right there,
Yeah.
dude. Seriously.
Lake Como, yes, you got it.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot of her family's not going to be there. So.
Yeah. Weddings. Okay, I mean, it's been a 2-hour show. Do you think we have time for questions, or do you think we can just call it a night and then...
Yeah, I mean, does anybody have any interesting questions, or what do we got?
Maybe we won't do the Twitter versions, just see if anybody...
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah, just do at jchensor or at ultrachen. Wow, that was the messiest. God. I hope you wipe my table at least a little bit afterwards, so... Any new info on 30th anniversary? Nothing that I know of. I'm just excited for it. So they actually... at the most recent WWE event, and this is another great example of Street Fighter's longevity, at a WrestleMania event, the most recent WrestleMania event, they actually demoed the game there. And a whole bunch of people would walk by and be like, oh, look, it's Street Fighter. Which one is this? And they're like, all of them, you know, and yeah, everyone would get excited. A lot of people didn't know that, a lot of those people there didn't know there was such a thing as a Street Fighter 5.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But they had all played Street Fighter 2,
Sure.
so they're all excited to play that game. And so again, just lasting power of Street Fighter.
My brother recently went to some like indie wrestling event up in the Bay Area. And he sent us video of it, and it was a Ryu and Zangief, a Ken and Zangief tag team match versus whoever.
Right, yeah,
And
okay.
it was totally out of the blue. But yeah, people just, you know, they get it.
Oh, Radoban, yeah, perfectly aware of the fact that apple seeds have some sort of poison in them, but it really doesn't do anything, so.
Well, maybe I'm inured to poison now.
You spent years building an immunity to iocane powder? Okay.
I get it.
Okay. Just making sure.
I've seen the movie.
Who do we all think dies in Infinity War? I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, I think that's for the best.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it, so.
I'm not thinking about it, trying not to, because I don't want to like have expectations coming in.
I did see a spoiler footage.
End of sentence.
Where
End of sentence.
it was the boss fight in Marvel Superheroes,
Oh, yeah,
and
okay,
like Thanos was like beating up on one of the
yeah.
characters. I thought that was
funny.
funny. So
Yeah. We have live streamed David eating apple cores a lot.
yeah, that has happened before.
A lot.
So. The Stay Hydrated bot. We have been live for just over 2 hours. So.
Yeah, I mean, as I said on Twitter, I wasn't happy about LTG getting picked. It's, I didn't expect him to like do anything stupid at the actual show because he doesn't seem like he does that. Every time I've seen him in person, he's seemed reasonable. It's more like I don't want to reward somebody for having done things that I think are bad with a great opportunity. And it's also not that like if somebody makes a mistake once, then I hope that the bad things happen to them. Not at all the case. Certainly, many of my friends and many other people in the FGC and elsewhere have made a mistake, and you got to be open to recuperation. But it's like a years-long spiel of lots of bad things coming out of them. Right. So it's like an ongoing. I don't know if it's literally ongoing. I don't pay attention, but it's happened so many times in the past that it's like part of the shtick.
And plus another thing too is, and I hate the excuses. It's just a persona.
Yeah.
Look, if you choose that to be your persona, you have to own it.
Yeah.
You basically have to accept that that's what's going to happen. It's not a shield. It's not an option select that you can be a jerk and then be like, I didn't mean it. That's just a personality. If that's what you chose to be as your personality, you have to live up to it. When he played at Final Round, I made jokes about him while I was doing commentary on him, and he yelled at me about that. He was like, oh, I can make up nicknames for you too. And I just responded. I was like, this is the persona you've already chosen. Yeah. It's like, you have to live up to this. I was like, this is the bed you made. Like, this is your shtick now.
Yeah, and like not recently. It's
right, yeah. And I was like, so I do this because it's part of it. And I was like, unless you're trying to change it, unless you're going to be a nice guy from now on, I won't make fun of you anymore. But this is the persona that you've chosen. You can't do anything about that anymore. You cannot use it as a shield. You cannot use it as an option select.
I agree with that.
That's just the way it works.
And if he wants to be rehabilitated, that's totally cool. I think that'd be great. But it's not something that happens instantly. It's something that you have to build over time.
Right. Exactly. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he can't be good or he's always going to be a terrible person forever. He can definitely reform. I have no problem. But that's why I even said to him, I was like, unless you're trying to change it, then I will change the way I talk about you.
Yeah.
I was like, but that's the story that you've already painted for yourself.
Yeah.
You've already made yourself into the heel. You've already made yourself into the bad guy. So.
I mean, even if tomorrow he were to be the nice guy, it takes a while for anybody to believe that.
Right. Exactly. So
that's basically my position. I don't know. I don't think that's terribly like jerky of me. And like I said, I don't think it's the same as people occasionally doing bad things or making mistakes.
Is that the real Apology Man in there? Is that actually Vineeth there?
Probably. Why not? Yeah, I don't think that's the same, because certainly there are people who've like said, you know, some things that come off bigoted or that are stupid, or you know, they're still ripping on mental health as an issue or whatever it is. Like that happens. And when those things occur, I don't feel like I have the need to like blow them up as badly. Although I try to talk to them about it, maybe not publicly, but I try to talk to them about it. Because I feel like that's like maybe a one-off. But if it seems like it's not a one-off, it's like a long series of the same thing. Right. Then to me, it's a different story. So.
Oh, so it is Vineeth. Okay. So Vineeth asks if he becomes a furry, can he get sponsored?
Ooh,
I think he can go for it. I don't think it's beneath him.
I wasn't looking.
There you go. So,
you know, he's probably so sick of that. He just said it. Yeah, he just said it.
He's heard it a million times.
It's like somebody coming up to me and being like, "Hey, do you got any graham crackers?" And then I just be like, "Oh, welcome to when I was 5 years old."
Have I had the chance to try the Mysterious mod yet? To be honest with you, I have no interest in it.
Same.
I have no interest in it, mostly because I always feel like I would do a better job than anybody else who's made one of those things. It would just make me mad if I played it.
Okay.
And two, a lot of the times when you see people make those things, I don't feel like they have a very cohesive goal with it. Although, you know, the one thing that you can see from a lot of people play it, they're like, oh my God, it's so fun, it's so fun. It's because they add a lot of fun execution, extended combos, crazy stuff. Yeah, so it's, again, it's one of my biggest complaints about Street Fighter V is I just don't feel like that they have enough of that stuff in there, so.
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm not interested in it because it's not going to be played competitively. That's all. If I thought that it was, then I'd probably play it because some of the ideas look cool. But I just, you know, not gonna be a thing. So it's not
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, like, I know Project M, but I mean, the Project M was also accepted by the community, and it was literally played by the community.
Yeah, there were real tournaments for it for a while.
I don't really have too much of a problem.
Also, like, you know, Brawl had tripping and stuff. I mean, I understand why people wanted to mod it. It's not. I don't think that's the kind of same sort of thing, to be honest.
Favorite Toku shows and opinion on Harry Potter. I don't know what a Toku show is.
Yeah. I don't know why Prodigious Law thought either of us would know what a Toku show is. Maybe it's great. I have no idea. Let me know
what that is. So
how are we missing out?
Opinions on Harry Potter. I enjoyed Harry Potter.
Sure. Who didn't enjoy Harry Potter?
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Went to Harry Potter Land recently over here in Universal Studios, Los Angeles. It was cool. We bought a wand and walked around causing magic to happen.
That's kind of cool that they let you do that.
It's awesome, man. It's so smart. And, you know, you're not doing the wildest things with the wand. So basically there's a little RFID tag in there and you just do the whatever thing is. And it causes stuff to happen. I mean, it's magic. And, you know, you turn on lights or you make something spin around. It's not, like, terribly complicated. It's just a really cool idea.
Okay.
LTG versus F-Champ. Again, you know, F-Champ definitely plays up being a jerk. Or has in the past. I don't know if that's still happening, but he has in the past. But he's a jerk with respect to, like, personal sort of, it's not bigotry, right? It's like he's being a butthole to this person because he thinks they're ugly or they're bad at the game or whatever. But it's not like racism or transphobia or, you know. So I'm not going to defend him for having done that stuff. And I've talked with him about that in the past. But I don't feel like it's the same category of stuff.
Someone asked me what my 5 top Pixar movies are.
Uglyism. I don't know if is that a word? Maybe it should be.
My top 5.
Again, I'm not going to defend it. It's just not as bad to me. Go ahead.
Incredibles is probably up there. Inside Out is probably up there. God, I have to have a look at the whole list because they're all so good.
Have you watched it yet?
Coco, no, I have not yet. I have not watched Coco yet.
Okay.
I will say, though, that my least favorite one is probably Cars 3. I actually had a lot of issues with that movie. Which other ones? I think WALL-E, maybe? I don't know. You know what?
WALL-E being on the top end.
Yeah, I used to have this whole like thing.
Oh yeah.
Out, and I can't remember now. So now you're okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna bother finishing
Wow, you
this.
just Googled it right now. Pixar films.
Up maybe, but I mean for sure, Inside Out and The Incredibles are like my two favorite probably.
That's your Cammy and your Akuma.
And my Manat. Yeah, my Cammy and Manat are definitely those two. Incredibles was my favorite for the longest time. Now I'm not sure between that and Inside Out. Even though it's really, really hard for me to watch Inside Out. Big Hero 6 is not a Pixar film. That is incorrect. It is really, really hard for me to watch Inside Out. I still haven't watched it a second time yet. Like it's like one of the hardest things for me to watch. So
I thought Up was really good.
Up was really good. WALL-E was really good. Finding Nemo was really good.
Oh yeah, it was good. Ratatouille was good. These are all good movies.
Yeah, they're all super good. Monsters Inc. was good. Ratatouille was very good. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think my favorite is probably Up.
Okay.
I would say Up and Coco.
Yeah. No, Big Hero 6 is a pure Disney film. Big Hero 6 is Disney. I mean, look, there was this one time at one point where this thing was going around where it was like they made a Disney bracket and they're like showing all these movies going up against each other. And, you know, I let it slide that they included Pixar films in there, right? Because they're under Disney. But like, dude, some of the things that people were like, oh, you know what? My favorite Disney film is Anastasia, you know, and I'm just like, it's not a freaking Disney film, right? It's not even a Disney film. Like, people were putting in, like, Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not a Disney film. Disney eventually bought it, but when it was made...
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that's why they can do Nightmare Before Christmas at the Haunted Mansion and all that stuff like that.
I didn't know that they were doing that.
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
Every time it gets to Christmas, Halloween time for, like, a third of the year... Well, I'm sorry, like a fourth of the year, that period of time,
wow.
Haunted Mansion gets redone as the Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's super. I gotta see that.
It's super cool.
Oh, interesting.
It's
all right.
cool.
I'll check it out.
Yeah,
That's very cool. I didn't know.
But yeah, dude, it always drives, because me and my brother are really big on Disney films, so every time we see people like mention like, oh, this is my favorite Disney film, this is not a freaking Disney film, like I definitely get probably more upset about it than I should, so.
Saw Anastasia again not long ago.
Oh yeah?
It happened to be on Netflix or something, so we watched it. Very good movie.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
Horrible historical film.
Oh yeah, of course.
But like worse than usual. Like, come on.
Like worse than Pocahontas kind of thing?
Whoa, yeah, maybe not. That was pretty bad too. Those are not in a good tier when it comes to historicity.
Okay. Well,
anyway.
Any other questions that anybody has? What's your favorite movie of all time?
I don't know. Maybe Star Wars Episode 8.
God. All right, we're done. This conversation's over.
Here's my tiering of Luke's.
We don't even need to talk about this. We don't need to talk about this. Any other questions? Any other questions in the chat?
4. Episode 4. Episode 5. Episode 8. Episode 6. Worst Luke.
Worst Luke in 6, huh?
Yeah. He's the least Luke. All of a sudden he's super powerful and he's very confident and he's a Jedi Master all of a sudden. I think it's incongruous with the rest of the character, and I think that Episode 8 fits him much better. I think if there's a problem film when it comes to Luke, it's that one.
There's nothing congruous about Episode 8. Anyways, going to Japan next year, what food should I try?
Number 1, probably babies.
Shoegazer Jimmy asked him, going to Japan next year, what food should I try? just honestly, just walk, find a place, sit down, eat. It's like, just go to a different place every day and just go do random things. Obviously, there's the big ones, like there was that one ramen place that Fudo recommended. I don't remember the name of it. Super good.
Okay.
But like I went to just a random ass donburi place and it was amazing. We went to an udon place, was super good.
It was.
We went to Yoshinoya, was super good. Like after you had taken off, I went to a random Chinese place. I went to random curry place. Like I went all sorts of places.
Italian food was good there.
Yeah,
Everything was good.
Yeah, you can just do
Just eat
whatever.
at 7-Eleven and you'll be happy. I mean, seriously, everything there is good.
When is Uncensored coming back? As soon as I get a good topic for it, actually, to be honest with you, I haven't felt passionate enough to yell about something recently. So when I get a good topic, I will definitely bring that back. So favorite costumes in Street Fighter V? I don't even know if I have one. So
I don't know.
What food is good nearby combo breaker? Vineeth, if you have not had any Chicago pizza yet, just make sure you try that. That's like the #1 thing, right?
That's their delicacy.
Yeah, just make sure you try them.
Just go to like a Giordano's, just like one of their chains, but it's really good.
Yeah.
And also try out what?
Tubaware is so mad right now.
Try Portillo's. They have really good hot dogs and that kind of thing. They have sausages, that kind of stuff.
That's funny.
Lumalnati's is in the same category.
To Uncensored about Star Wars Episode 8. Oh, you don't want to get me started on that, dude. You do not want to get me started on that.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I know you liked it.
I saw it again on the ride home from Kuwait, and I thought to myself, this movie's just as good as I thought it was.
I saw you watching it, and I was just like, damn it, I'm just not going to look. I'm going to look away. I'll go to watch a good movie like Jumanji, dude.
Oh, Jumanji was great. We talked about that.
Yeah, we did.
Very good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I am still recovering from the deadly loogie of last week. Yes, that is definitely happening. So, have I seen the Venom trailer? Yes, I have.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was the symbiote.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Symbiote.
That was weird, but it looked cool, right?
It looked all right. I just don't know where. Like, is it going to be part of the MCU? I don't know how that Sony deal works. Some people rumored that Tom Holland might be in it, but I'm not sure exactly how that works. Right? So, is it just going to be its own separate story? Will it not have anything to do with Spider-Man then? You know, like all these interesting questions. So people are saying it's not part of the MCU, huh? Okay. So, okay.
Well.
Yeah, right? I mean, the reason why Venom was Venom is because it contacted Spider-Man first, picked up his powers, and then it went to Eddie Brock, and that's why Eddie Brock has Spider-Man-ish Venom symbiote powers, right? And so if it doesn't get Spider-Man first, why does he have Spider-Man-like powers?
Okay.
You know,
okay, fair enough.
That's the question right there. So. Have we seen community growth since DBFZ dropped? Probably not like the amount that everyone thought it was going to be. Right? Everyone's like, oh, it's going to be crazy. And honestly, deep in my heart, I wasn't sure if it was going to be as crazy as a lot of people thought it was going to be. Just because it's the cycle of all fighting games, right? Everyone gets hyped for it, it comes out, and then half the people hate it. And that's just the way it goes, right? It's the circle of fighting game life. So
I do think you got to give it a little bit of time. For example, with SF4, which increased the size so drastically of the community, that did not happen overnight.
Right.
That was, I don't know, 6 months, maybe longer than that, before we really started seeing more people come to tournaments. It took a little while. So give it a little bit of time. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but if it's going to happen, it's not going to be yet. It'll take a little while.
And there's definitely, it's definitely helped. It's definitely got a lot of new people into fighting games. Convince a lot of people to play fighting games. But, I don't think it quite had the impact that a lot of people were thinking that this game was going to change the fighting game community forever. I mean, honestly, if there was a fighting game that was gonna do that, it probably would be a League of Legends fighting game or something.
Dude, that definitely would.
Yeah.
If there was really a League of Fighters, or if there was Heroes of the Fighters of the Storm from Blizzard, something like that, That would actually change
Right.
things for sure.
So what if they made an Overwatch fighting game?
Well, that's what Fighters of the Storm is. People are talking about more or less in Overwatch. That one of the starting locations, you're in an arcade, and in the arcade there is a fighting game that's called Fighters of the Storm.
Oh.
I mean, it's just a joke, obviously.
Right, yeah.
But you know, if they ever do that kind of thing, Heroes of the Storm is a MOBA that they have where you're playing characters from all their different games, and it's like all in the same universe. There's like Warcraft, Starcraft, they're all in the mix, including Overwatch. So if there's a fighters game that is all of those different things put together again, it'll definitely get people. You know, Heroes of the Storm is not the biggest MOBA for sure, but it's got a sizable numbers.
Right.
And if they did the same with the fighting game, I'm sure it would have sizable numbers too.
All right. Peace out, Tubaware.
All right,
Peace
later
out,
on, bub.
Sir.
Say what's up to your cat.
Okay.
All right, well about done here?
Yeah, I think we're good at this point in time. Favorite Marvel? Okay, we'll end on that. Favorite Marvel character? Do you have a favorite Marvel character?
Yeah, I typically say Beast. Beast because
he's smart and he's hairy.
That's exactly why.
Dude, was that really it right there?
He also he worked in politics. He also worked in politics, and he also is extremely athletic.
Oh, right. Okay.
No, my body falls apart if I do anything at all. But yeah, the other few, yes.
Because he's a hairy, smart lawyer, huh?
I don't think he's a lawyer, but he was in politics, and I used to be in politics.
Okay. Fair enough.
I used to work in politics.
Okay.
What about you?
It's a really tough question because I had an affinity for a lot of different Marvel characters growing up. I mean, probably growing up, like Spider-Man was one of my favorites for obvious reasons. I used to watch Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends with Iceman and Firestorm and Firestar? Shoot. Firestar.
No, Firestorm.
Firestar. Yeah. Firestar. So it would probably have to kind of default to Spider-Man, but like when I was a kid, we had an Old Maid card game that was all based on Marvel characters.
Oh, cool.
Right? So Old Maid was Doctor Doom.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And so they had all the other characters as the heroes.
Okay.
And so you would play Old Maid with them. And me and my brother used to just obsess over those cards. We were just like, oh, and I was always a fan of like Doctor Strange. I thought he was like the coolest looking. I loved the Vision, you know, all these things. And my brother loved Ghost Rider and all these things.
That's cool.
It's really hard for me to say who my favorite Marvel character is because it's just kind of flip-flopped and stuff. Like, even in the MCU, like, I would have probably a different favorite character just based on... Like, for example, I've never really cared about Captain America, but in the MCU, I love Captain America. I think they did a great job with Captain America. I love how they portrayed him in the movies, you know? And so it's very...
They did a good job.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job.
Mm-hmm. Combo Breaker is right outside of Chicago.
Yeah, it's not actually in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
about an hour out.
There. Yeah. There you go. So, okay.
Alrighty.
I do remember when Chris Evans was the Human Torch.
What? I don't have ugly glasses.
Ugly glasses? I'm gonna need glasses at some point in time because, like I said, I can barely see out of my left eye. My right eye is still okay, but my left eye is like bad. Like if I close this eye here on the TV in front of us, I can read like Jerry Hahn and Ken Masters, but if I use my left eye, I can't read that at all right now. So.
Jerry Hahn? Where do you even see that?
On the middle poster.
Oh, that's really, you can read that? Look, if I didn't have glasses on, I wouldn't know that there are words there. Let me verify. Yeah, absolutely. No, there's impossible for me to see any of those words.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've had LASIK before, right?
Oh,
so I've
right.
corrected my vision, and so it's gone bad. It's gotten re-bad now. So it's just, I mean, it was gonna happen. Like you get LASIK knowing that that age is going to ruin your eyesight just through normal ageness anyway. So there is the option of getting LASIK again. You can get it twice in your life.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if I'm going to do that. We'll see what happens. So I might just go with glasses or just get hopefully, because I used to have to wear hard contacts.
Yeah.
Which was really annoying, right? But that's because I had a really bad astigmatism. And that was corrected in the surgery, so hopefully I don't even need that anymore. So maybe I can do soft contacts.
They make soft contacts for like normal level astigmatism anyway.
Okay.
If you have an extreme astigmatism, then you'll need hard, but
Right.
You probably don't have that after having laser. So.
Okay.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Again, apologize about the delay on everything on YouTube. We'll be getting everything up shortly. I've got a new guy helping me edit stuff, so hopefully I'll be getting stuff up there for you guys soon.
Sweet.
So, okay, cool. Talk to you guys later. Peace out. Have a good one.
What?
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I can't believe it.
I forgot. I was wondering why
do
you were...
you want to try my glasses on? See if they help?
Oh, wow, no. I can't see out of them at all. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's tough.
Okay.
Been tough.
You said somebody you knew... No, someone tweeted us and actually said that, like, their friend has this as the ringtone, and it makes him laugh. So,
yeah.
This
It's just a regular ringtone.
This ringtone has been ruined for everybody who watches this show, for sure.
I also already don't remember the story of why we started doing it.